evening, Horrible Film Guild. After last time's Purple Rain review, I had to raise the volume of the microphone. But ponder here with me a hypothetical situation. Let's say you were a victim of abuse, rape, or a violent crime that was an accident. You are guilty, okay? You are guilty for being attractive. That is the reason you were raped, because you attracted a man. And by killing him, it wasn't justified that you killed him. No. You are the sinner in the matter, not the rapist. You are the sinner for being the son who got pushed too far by his father and then shot him. You are the victim. You are the victim for being the father doing his work while your daughter asks to go ice skating, right? Get this. And your mom is a famous musician who writes really shitty music, and well, she's on the phone with her agent. So you go out there, you go skate as the kid, and then you drown, and all of a sudden it's your parents' fault for letting you drown. Of course, negligence is a terrible thing, but the way this film, House, or is that the full title? Let's go see. I don't even know. House, yes. House. This film, it's something else. It has to be seen to be believed, like Exorcist the beginning. Only that was entertaining because, Africa and suffering go hand in hand because, they're poor and the last thing they need is, like, demons to follow them. I mean, leave Africa alone. Don't put fucking demons in Africa. Anyway, back to House. Not to be related to the medical doctor we see on television and enjoy, because Hugh Laurie is actually a good actor. We have, on the converse, this version of House, or the use of it. You're listening to the music at the ending here. This is the kind of music you want with a horror film. House follows the premise, like I said earlier, that you, no matter what you've done, are always going to be guilty and the sinner. Now, these two people who have been fighting, I told you earlier about them, their daughter drowned. They are on a trip, I suppose, or I don't know if they live in the area or whatnot, that's never explained, to go see a marriage counselor. And they hit some roadblocks. The sheriff, whatever he is, deputy, whatever, sends them to this house, and is like hell or whatever. I don't even fucking know, really. It's just there to be there. And they go in, and there's a bunch of weird people, and, they meet another couple, and then they've got Betty, Stuart, and Petey, the actual residents of this quote-unquote bed and breakfast thing. Or this house, if you will. The first clue that something's wrong is if you hear someone talking like, "Hi there, I think you're pretty." That should be a clue. I mean, that and the fact that Betty really likes ice. I mean, she really likes ice. Like, seriously, she just keeps asking if you like ice. And Stuart is very blunt, He asks the second couple if the guy's just going to take his woman up to the room and ravage her. Good dinner topic, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what you want to hear when you're at the dinner table. Oh, man. I watched this with Logan. We both are standing here shocked that someone actually funded and greenlighted this. I mean, I know times are tough and the economy's horrible, but the last thing you want to do is shove garbage down people's throats. Now, this was made in 2007. Times were not as tough then, but they were still pretty shit. But I mean, seriously, this film has to be seen to be believed. Did you know that by sitting in a closet, and your daughter has drowned a few years back, you will be submerged and then sink through ice, and then you will sit there and drown for a complete 30 seconds before being in dry land again. Also, other things that, we might find. excellent. Is the acting is about as good as I am in bed, and seeing as my relationships have never existed and I've never touched a woman, you can guess how that innuendo and pun goes. I'll put it this way: this film is like, oh, let's say you are trying to be seductive, you get some scented oils, and then your boyfriend lights up like a cigarette and he's smoking to your chest and your boobs catch on fire and you just scream and cry and burn and he just sits there and laughs. That's the director laughing at you for watching this shit. It's just this is like a this is like on par with the tortures of Stalin on his own people. I mean, this is just I mean, I don't know. The house is like I mean, let's put it this way. This fucking film should be contained in the house that it stars in and left there forever. This film should have been left in a vault somewhere to be used in Gitmo, if not Gitmo, some kind of prison. Like, child molesters should be forced to watch this fucking film over and over again, though it justifies them, so it's probably not a good idea. We'll probably go with hardened criminals. We'll have to be forced to watch this over and over again on a non-ending loop. I mean, you don't even care about the characters. They fucking die left and right. This film is the equivalent of sniffing Elmer's glue for about a year and then trying to go and write a book. Of course, you get a result quite similar to Twilight or something by Dan Brown. This film is like taking construction paper and trying to paint pictures by drawing and then filling in like the color spots with construction paper. This film is like running around with scissors and then hitting, I don't know, like a couch and landing with your vaginal crevice into the scissors, just being stabbed in your clitoris and just bleeding out and crying on the carpet as your family laughs at you. This film is like that girl who masturbated with a broom and then her mom came home or whatever and got impaled by the broom. That, you would be the internal organs just being punctured over and over again by misery in this film. This film is nothing. There's no stars for it on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what other way to put this for you. This film is just a miserable thing that exists only to torture and kill and maim. I suppose this is my penance for all the sins that I've committed or all the movie reviews that I've done. This film is a sick, twisted, demented game. This film is like cat and mouse with a fucking tiger. This film is like... Ugh, I'm running out of comparisons here. I would rather have my asshole sealed shut with tar and be raped in the mouth by priests and their altar boys and receive Holy Communion every day of the week than be forced to watch this again. I will make a campaign one day to get this to all your doorsteps. I will send this film into Lifetime television because this film degrades women because women are the root of all evil. That's somewhere in like all the religious texts, isn't it? Women are the root of all sin, aren't they? Anyway, little chuckle to myself there. I don't know what other words to say. I mean, this film hates women, small children, the audience, intelligence, everything. Everything about this film is just on an atrocious level of sickeningness. I just made up that word. This film has inspired me to make up words. I don't know what else to say about it, but this film gets... I can't believe it. The villain's called Tin Man. This film gets... Tin Man. This film gets 0 Campbell's chicken and noodle rice combo cans out of 5.